Alright, so MetalNerd here with Joyous Wolf at day 2 of Welcome to Rockville.
Number 2.
Yes. Yeah. So how you guys doing?
Doing good.
Excellent.
How are you doing, man?
Awesome. Oh, wait.
Oh, man.
No.
No,
Little mood lighting.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's necessary.
All right.
And that moth is taken to you.
Yeah, it's... Okay. Alright, so I want to start off by saying that I love how you guys came up with the name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
And name generator?
I didn't know that anybody actually used those things. Anybody actually
we kind of did it as like a joke at first, and we're like, wow, all these names are really dumb, and then are still kind of dumb.
We were crying, laughing in like a booth, like at a restaurant next to our old practice space. We were just dying in this for like hours. They coming up with looking at these terrible names. There's like global death and like intense resentment.
Just like
these crazy ass names. And then at one point it was like Joyous something, and then Silver Wolf. Silver Wolf was kind of like and then Joyous whatever was like but like
it was the least bad name.
It was,
and we had like a show in 2 days.
Yeah, so we needed a name.
All right, this is our name.
I think we like even attempted to change it at one point, and it just did not. None of us could come up with a better name. So it's just like none of the ones we thought of. It was like. No.
It just didn't work.
No, it just didn't make sense, you know. I honestly liked the name. I was like, you know what, who cares? Like, whatever the heck we make is going to be what we make, you know. Like, that's just the main thing, you know. So we just owned it, you know.
Yeah, like a name is a name, but it's really, like, the music should speak for itself.
Exactly, it's like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Can you imagine if the Red Hot Chili Peppers were 6 fat dads on a weekend? No one would give a damn about them.
Yeah, and everyone would think that, like, hey, that's the dumbest name in the world.
Yeah, or Tool. Your name is Tool? Yeah, you know, like come on, you know?
Yeah, so I caught like a part of your set, like, and it was insane. You guys just like exploded. You come out, it's just like, you know, wave to the crowd, and then like the music kicks in, and like you do like a somersault, and everything is just like insane. Like what is it about? Like what is it about like getting on there that like just is it like a switch? Do you just like let loose?
It's honestly like every time we get off stage, like a winding, like little wind-up toys, it just starts turning slowly.
Yeah.
And then it's like up until the next moment that we're on a stage, and then it all just comes out, because it's all our anger, our happiness, our sadness, our bad days, our good days, our desire to perform. All of that just like erupts like a bomb.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is this your first time performing here in Florida?
We played
second time.
Yeah.
We played at the House of Blues.
Third time.
Because
we played the pre-party on land.
All right.
Yeah. So we played a pre-party before Shiprocks. And we watched that Shiprock festival that Stone Sour headlined on a fucking cruise ship. It was fucking ridiculous. And then we ended up coming back. We ended up playing like 6 shows total. You know, like it was crazy. We didn't sleep at all. It was bad. We all got really sick. Everyone on the ship got really sick. We played one night in Orlando, like the day we docked. Like we came back home, and then we got on a plane, flew the fuck home. We all got the worst flu of our lives.
That flu stayed like
forever,
for like a month.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
it was bad.
But worth it, right?
Oh my god.
The shows that
think of it like this. We're staying in a condo right now, a Shiprocker. Named Nicole. We love you, Nicole. Fucking said, hey, you can stay in it. And we're like, what?
Yeah.
You know, like
she's just like, hey, yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'll just tell the guy to leave a key under the mat. And we're like, you barely know us. Like, and she's like, I don't care, go for it. And we're like, all right, we're gonna honor you. We're gonna make sure it's clean, and like it's just, like, yeah. So it was pretty worth it.
So going back to your performance, like you guys seem like have a great stage presence and everything. Like I was kind of walking around the sides, like getting a few shots.
Oh, cool.
And I even saw one of the security guards down the middle. He was like hopping, like jumping up and down. It's like
awesome.
Those guys were so cool to us. It's always hilarious. Security is always our best friend. Like, even when we do bad things, they're our best friends.
Yeah.
They just like we got kicked off stage at Las Vegas because I went and climbed like all the way to the top of their thing, and that was like probably 100 to 60 to 100 feet, something like that.
Wow.
And they didn't like that. I mean, all I did was just climb up and climb down, but they cut our set, kicked us off. And even then, the security was like walking me out. He's like, "I'm so sorry. Like, I don't mean anything."
When they were cutting our wristbands off, they were like, "I'm sorry, I got to do this."
Yeah, like,
and then he was
you guys
like,
are pretty rock and roll. Like, I'm sorry. It's just like, this is like, I get you, man. Like, I'm sorry. You know, because they understand. You know, they're like fans
they don't want
too.
They don't want to do it.
They have to.
Yeah,
they fucking have to.
The most consistent thing with the festivals is the staff and everyone helping you out is like top notch, and they're super nice and amazing.
Yes,
it's great.
It's like
that seriously makes a difference in performance if you're surrounded by positivity.
Yeah, you come out of that feeling good. Like everybody that met us, like right away, like I did a little bit of my act for some of the security guys, and they made me come back down and do it for more of their friends. Like, you know, I like to make. You always got to befriend the people who are going to have your back, and those guys got your back here. You know, if you're fucking playing here, never be rude to a security person. Some shit's going to happen. And he's best friends with the sound guy. That sound guy could be like, you know, like fuck you way up. You know, it happens. You know, you really got to be nice.
Turn your vocal all the way down and be like, how do you like that?
Yeah, exactly.
how do you like this?
Yeah. So it's important to like be kind to everyone, right?
Always be good to everybody.
Yeah. Unless they're mean, then you can.
They deserve it. Yeah. Even then, kill them with kindness. You know, if they're being a little asshole, then just be like, all right, fine, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm still gonna.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
I still love you.
This thing's not on.
Now it is.
So.
I don't think
Did that record any?
Yeah, this has been recording, so that's good.
That's good. I mean, that's fine, right?
Yeah. I mean, if anything, I'll just upload that instead. Like, so the video interview won't be an video; it'll just be an audio interview. No, oh well. Or if anything,
wait, no video?
No, the video's like now the mic is on.
Okay, but the video was the video shooting.
Yeah, the video's been shooting.
So we could make that work.
I'll see something. If anything, I'll upload them both, and I'll just let everyone know. Yeah, by the way, that first part is just nothing. So just tune into 7.5 minutes. I mean, you're trying to prepare and trying to be professional.
No, you're a good man.
Dude, you've been doing this all day.
Just upload both.
Mistakes happen.
Yeah. Oh well.
Just have it accompanied. It doesn't even have to be synced up. Just let it be just like going while the video's happening.
Like press play at the same time.
Zoom in at random moments. Like zoom in on the candle. Just gets the whole video is just getting closer to the candle.
Just slowly, right here.
Yeah.
Just like, there it goes. Yeah, it goes back. I love this thing. This is like my new toy.
Yeah, that is the most impressive. This is the most impressive setup I've seen.
Lumix.
Too bad about the mic. But
yeah.
Well, next time.
It's all good.
All right, yeah.
I mean, you got this. This thing's working. We got record that this happened, so I think that's good.
Definitely. Sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got, bro?
Anyway, so this is day 2 of the World's Loudest Month, and you guys are doing like several of these. Like, how does it feel being a part of this?
Unbelievable. I mean, right? Would you say so?
Oh, the festivals?
Just being a part of this whole thing.
Yeah, it's nice. It's amazing. You see some of your freaking, like we just saw Stone Temple Pilots side stage, and wow.
I was standing right in the front. All the security dudes, again, are my friends, so they just let me stand there in front of the stage. I was just like the stage and then me. I was like looking at Stone Temple Pilots sitting on the floor Indian style, and everyone's like, all the people in the crowd are like, you're that guy from earlier! And I'm like, yeah, I wanted to show, shut up. It's just, you know, like I was telling him the other day, I was sitting in the room that we're staying in, or the room I have over there at the condo or whatever, and I'm just like, this is what we do now. This is really bizarre.
Yes.
Dude, because we like a year ago, we were just depressed as hell and at home.
You're fucking right now.
I just mean like because we were just sort of like we were in limbo, you know, just kind of like floating, not really sure what was going to happen, how things were going to go, and then last fall everything just in instinct. It was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. Someone added a spark to all the gasoline we've been laying out.
Yeah, and it was just like, okay, we're on we're playing some real crowds. Like, this is some real stuff. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yep, it was like they were like, oh yeah, you're booked for a bunch of festivals in 3 weeks, so get a van and quit your jobs.
Yeah,
that's what we did.
Yeah, it was like, okay. Yeah. Got a van, financed a van, got in it, and then left.
Yeah, so it was like one day everyone just like took notice, and it was just like...
I mean, ever since then, like, we got signed to Roadrunner Records because of that first tour we did, the first festivals we did, Aftershock in Sacramento, we were there, and that was our job interview for Roadrunner, and Roadrunner signed us because of that performance. And, you know, I think about stuff like that, and I'm like, this is unbelievable. What the hell are we doing? Because we're just guys, you know, like, we really are. We're just a bunch of quiet guys from Southern California that ended up
like they're catching.
We just freaking made music that we liked, and then suddenly people looked at it. You know, look, you checked out his notes.
I was just looking,
scoping it out.
It's nice handwriting.
It just says
really?
fuck.
So in between the festivals are like in between a tour with Blacktop Mojo and
we're starting that May 2nd. It's gonna be in West Virginia at main stage, and then the next day we're gonna be in Pennsylvania. So that's the first couple of days, and then we're gonna play Carolina Rebellion on the weekend. We got a lot of work to do. We're not gonna stop till June 13th.
Ain't no stopping this train. Unless it crashes.
Which is possible.
Well, hopefully it doesn't.
Nah, I think we're going to be alright.
This train didn't crash.
Yeah. This train will go through the thing we crashed into.
Yeah.
I was like, so they're the ones who are going to be shit out luck, right?
Yeah.
How have those shows been going?
It's been great. I mean, we just got off tour with Fozzy and Adelita's Way, and that was a lot of fun.
That was great.
Met a lot of awesome people. Dude, wrestling fans are amazing people.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. And now we're about to start the Blacktop Mojo dates. We haven't played one yet, but we're about to gear up.
With Of Limbo.
Of Limbo. A band called Of Limbo. Dude, if you want to hear the best hard rock album you've never heard, it came out last year. It's called Nicotine by Of Limbo. Look up this record. Look it up, dude. The first track will hit you so hard, you're gonna be like, this band is fucking real, man. It's our favorite band. It's our favorite band. We're bringing them on tour with us. It's fucking amazing. They're from SoCal too, so it's like they're like our best friends in the world. So we're gonna be with them for like 2 months.
Originally from Australia.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And
Two of them.
California.
Yeah. So they relocated.
Yep. Again, 2 brothers from Australia. Sounds like a good formula for rock to me. I think.
It worked once.
Yeah, it worked once, maybe it worked twice. I think.
Yeah, you never know.
I think it's gonna work.
So you guys have a new album coming out. You know,
yes.
When
fall.
It's coming out in the fall.
As soon as we're done with our tour, we're going straight to the studio and we're going to record some songs and expect a release of some kind in the fall.
Is there anything else you can tell me about it, or is it kind of on the down low?
It's on the down low right now. I can tell you who's producing it. Our producer is Howard Benson. Who's done lots of stuff, and and that it will come out on Roadrunner Records. There we go.
Woo. Awesome. So you guys played a new song today.
We did. It's called Witch Doctor.
And is that one going to be on the new album? Maybe.
Possibly. You'll have to determine with your ears.
Could be. Should be.
Right.
Might be. Maybe not.
Tried to get you with that one. It gives me a little more info. Failed. So with the climate of today's music industry, like many musicians like do things on the side. Like, is this what you guys are doing full time right now? Do you have anything on the side?
Full time. Proudly can say that. I did it part time for about 8 years. I was playing in punk bands and just trying to figure out how the hell this all works out. And I took all that knowledge and I brought it to this project and we started it up, and it's helped. You know, you learn how to avoid certain things. And you learn along the way as you go, like anything else. You know. I mean, it was. It's interesting to say that this is my job now.
So you mentioned that you were playing like in punk bands. What caused the switch? Because Joyous Wolf is...
It was what was, you know, it was like pop punk, alternative punk stuff. You know, not like not like Black Flag or anything. You know, like or the Sex Pistols. You know,
it's the thing that you're like into when you're younger. You're like, oh man, pop punk, fucking
You know,
you just play a whole bunch of songs, make up a whole bunch of different songs like that. And then after a while, you're like, oh, I'm done with this.
Yeah, it was almost like my music, the things I loved in music. I always loved what I loved, but I just wanted to get out there, and I was in like any band that would take me. I played bass in bands, I'd sing backups in bands. I just wanted to be playing, you know.
Yeah.
And you just did whatever, you know. And especially back home, you know, like the scene there is very non-existent, and when it is, it's very like jaded and weird. It's not a healthy like music scene, to be honest. Like for that stuff, you know. And it was the tail end of that, you know, that dying genre anyways. You know, it's completely dead now. No one's making pop punk music anymore, you know. Like everyone's like adapting, they're turning into alternative bands, and even that's dying. So there's a huge shift.
Even metal bands are starting to do like commercial pop stuff.
Yeah. It's kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
It's a huge shift in the music
scene.
Yeah, just in music, you know, and it's a good thing and a bad thing, you know, because sometimes people shift into the right place, and sometimes they shift into like what makes them the most dollars. And I want to keep making the music that I'm making, and he's making, and the other two over there are making, you know. That's our goal at the end of the day.
Okay. So let's go to some more cliche style questions. So if you could start a band with anyone, like who would it be with? Like if you could like pretty much put together a group, who and why?
Am I in the band?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in the band.
I don't know what to do then. Or are we just creating super groups?
Well, we can do that. We can just create a super group.
Right.
Oh man, we were actually talking about this last night. Like the best blues band for me was Buddy Miles on drums, drummer for Band of Gypsies with Jimi Hendrix. James Jamerson on bass. Albert King on guitar. And John Fogerty on guitar and vocals.
Mine was what was it?
I don't remember.
Oh my god, it was on drums. Oh yeah, it was Jabo Starks on drums, because he played on a bunch of B.B. King stuff. I had Stevie Ray Vaughan on guitar. I have Jay Buchanan from Rival Sons singing. I have who was my bass player? Oh shit. Fuck. Oh no.
Was it Billy Cox?
Yeah, it was Billy Cox. Yeah, Billy Cox on bass. And I think that was it, yeah. Yeah, it was Billy Cox, Jay Buchanan, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Jabo Starks on drums.
Awesome. Best thing about touring, worst thing about touring?
Worst thing about touring is not having your own bed to sleep in. Yeah. Sometimes we have to, you know, we go to hotels, we'll double up and stuff, and it's fine. But it's not ideal, you know. I'm happy because right now I get to sleep in a bed by myself. Well, last night we had to share a bed, but tonight hopefully we'll get to sleep in our own space again.
And the floor is also amazing to sleep on because you have a sleeping bag. It's amazing. Yeah, that would be like the worst thing is just like food and sleep, and like you drive for a really long time and you get sort of like, especially when you're in the van a lot, you sort of get like kind of irritable, and it's like you just don't want to take it out on each other. And we're good with all that stuff anyways.
We know how to bottle it, you know. Yeah. We just pretty much just make fun of each other until like the amount of butt hurt that we feel is gone, you know. Just evaporates because they just make you feel so stupid that you know it doesn't fucking matter, you know.
It just goes away.
It's whatever. Yeah. It's pretty much how we've learned to counteract like any egos forming at this point, is that we just slam each other so hard that there's just no. It's just if an ego was an animal, we are an environment where it just can't survive. There's no food for it to eat, and it's really hot and dry.
Like we're over like 300 degrees Fahrenheit or whatever burning. So no bacteria can form.
Yeah. So
just raise it up a lot. Yeah. It's like, all the bacteria's dead now. Everything's just the ego. So
that's good because like egos can like destroy bands.
It's
for the dumbest reasons.
It's stupid that people let that happen. To me, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. You know. because I don't think I'll never put myself into the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm so important that you don't matter for some reason. You know, like what the fuck? You know, like they're here too. They're doing
Like,
everything I do.
And once that band, I'm like fearful of that feeling of like, even though it would never happen, but just that feeling of like, man, being disgruntled and then letting something terrible happen with the band, and the band, God forbid, doesn't exist, and then like you have 2 weeks later, and you're like, wow, that was like a temporary feeling, and like this whole thing I've been working on is gone. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's like not letting it get the best of you kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
You just gotta have you gotta be comfortable in your own skin. You gotta have a fucking grip on yourself and know that the people that you're living with 3 other human beings, you know, 4 other human beings, because we have a road guy, and might, you know, that'll only expand as we get bigger. We have more road people, managers on the road with us, or whatever. But like, you know, these are human beings, you know, and you can't, like, you have to take your comforts have to take the back seat. You know, they just do.
And the better things about touring is the festivals are amazing. You can see a lot of stuff around the U.S. when you have time. You get to play. That's the number one best thing ever. Is you get to play your instrument for people.
yeah,
It's fun. It's just playing is just fun.
Honestly, all that is 100%. But I think doing it with my best friends, you know, because I mean, it's like, oh, but you guys like don't see each other when you go home. It's like we probably would stay away from each other for maybe, like when we get home after this, if we had like a week off, we'd probably be gone from each other's lives for maybe 5 days, and then it'd be like us at Robert's house playing Dragon Ball Z, Fighter Z for like 7 hours. You know, like
butthurt going and all the.
That's where all of our inspiration comes. The hatred, the self-hatred of losing a Mario Kart race.
what other games do you guys like to play?
I just started playing Skyrim for the first time, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I've been playing this game for a long time.
Street Fighter.
Donnie's got a Dragon Ball Z game. I miss it every day because he has it at his house. I miss that game.
That game is
Something else.
mind-blowing.
Oh
good.
my god,
Yeah.
it's so awesome. Play the game.
They like made a really good fighting game that like anyone can play.
That's fucking amazing.
Awesome. So I think we've kind of covered the most memorable show. I think that incident in Las Rages is probably the top thing right now.
I mean, it was
or do you have something
pretty
else?
funny that I broke my nose on stage a couple weeks ago. Yeah, and that was pretty interesting. Never had anything like that happen. It was a really minor break, but you know, your nose is a very sensitive object, so blood just started exploding out of my face. And I remember looking at him, and I was smiling, and you know, like that dark red your blood. It was just like that. And his face was
because it was all in his teeth. He was smiling at me like, oh my god, dude.
Because I was laughing. I was like, holy shit, this is so funny. Because I just saw a drip on my shoe, and I was like, I know what's happening. And it ended up becoming like, it's like climactic. You actually see me going like, you know, and then all the blood photos like me looking all epic, you know. In reality, it's just like I just bapped my nose on my bass player's bass guitar on accident.
One misplaced headbang.
Yeah, it was exactly what it was. And then it was just like, I finished the set, and I went crawling through the crowd like I always do, and I had blood on the floor. They let me keep the microphone because I bled all over it. I don't think they want it.
Probably not.
It got like inside it, so I'm like, this is gonna be my microphone from now.
Do you still use it?
I haven't actually used it yet, but today yesterday I went and bought a microphone at a thrift store from like 1970, and that's what I used today, and it worked, and I was like, this is amazing. I mean, I don't think I'll use it again because it kind of sucks, but it doesn't suck. This isn't great, you know? But it was really cool just to be like, I bought this for $4, and it's worth $150. Rad. Is I'm like, cool, I'm gonna sell it.
Awesome. So, any final comments?
Check out our music online. Google Joyous Wolf, you'll find it. YouTube, we have 3 songs on there. Spotify, we have our singer Mountain Man on there. And honestly, that's what I'd say. Go listen to some music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for having us, man.
No, thank you guys for being on here.
Man.
Right.
Appreciate it.
right.
Cool.
Nah, no sound off. Just end the video.
It's over.
All right.
All right, man. Thank you very much. What's your name?
Josh.
Josh. Nick.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, man.
All right.
That was good. Oh, man. I need Admiral so bad.